Kaashvi here. Welcome back to another video. Before I start this week's video, I just want to quickly say a couple things. So starting off, I'm sorry I didn't upload last week. I had my exams, so I wasn't able to upload. I'm really sorry about that. And I also do know that in last week's video, there was some sort of like glitch in the video where it like repeats itself. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna try to fix that this week. I'm really sorry about that. But anyways, I'm gonna try to make this intro super short and super simple. Basically, I bought a fake Jacklyn Hill palette. Here it is, and today I'm going to be reviewing it for y'all. Quite simple. Let's jump right into the video, shall we? Alright y'all, so this part of the video got deleted, so I'm just going to be telling it to y'all. So basically, the box that the palette came in was pretty good. The images were correct and everything was right. The lettering was not placed correctly, it wasn't centered, and you can see me talk about it a little bit later on the video, but that's really all that I needed to talk about the packaging. Okay, so now that we've got the palette all out of the box and stuff, same thing with the box. The lettering is not centered, which I'm not very happy about, but other than that, the font is correct. The placement is a little off, as I mentioned, it's not perfect, but I think I'm gonna let that slide. Yeah, and in the back, it says Morphe x Jacklyn Hill, just like how it's supposed to. So I'm very excited. Let's just jump right in. Let's start, shall we? So the front, like the little silvery thing right here, I don't know if y'all can see, but it basically says this palette is dedicated to all of my loving subscribers, which is just like how it's supposed to. So far I don't really have many like problems with this palette other than the fact that the lettering is not centered, and it also comes with plastic. Boom. So that's also nice. So I would definitely say that this packaging is quite good. The eyeshadows, I have a couple problems with right away. Starting off, the green has traveled into this bronze shade a little bit, and there is a thumbprint in this black shade. And also the cat hair is my cat's hair. That did not come with the palette. That's my cat's hair, I can tell because it's white. And this, like, I just opened this in front of y'all, so that's a major concern. Also, the colors are not very well maintained. The red is all over the place. And also there's some weird cuts and stuff in the shades. In conclusion, I don't think that it was packaged very well, even though I'm like praising the packaging and stuff. I definitely have to say that the colors have not been very well maintained, even though the plastic was there to protect it. Alright, so I'm going to swatch 3 different colors from this palette. So I'm going to try a light shade, a dark shade, and a shimmery shade. Let's start off with the light shade first. So this is definitely the lightest shade over here. I feel like even if I do swatch it, it's not going to be visible on camera because I feel like my skin tone is quite similar to the color itself. So I think instead I'm going to opt for this color right here because it definitely is a light shade, but it's not my skin color, so you can see it on camera. I'm just going to take my ring finger. It feels very chalky. It kind of feels like when you're rubbing chalk off of a chalkboard. It definitely feels like that. Very, very chalky. Okay, so my ring finger definitely got some color in it, but how good is the color? I'm not sure because I really just had to really get in there. And the Jacklyn Hill palette is supposed to be incredibly pigmented, and you shouldn't have to like rub it. But yeah, let's swatch. There is definitely some color to it, but it's not very pigmented, and it's incredibly chalky. Not very pleased, if I'm gonna be super duper honest. But I feel like that's what you expected. Like it's incredibly cheap. Okay, let's try the black one, which is the darkest shade, also with the thumbprint. I'm not gonna rub too much. Oh, okay. Lots of pigmentation on there. Hopefully this is a little bit better than the peachy shade. Not bad. It's same thing with the color. It's very chalky. It definitely is much more pigmented than the peach. I feel like that's also something that you expect because it's the darkest shade in the palette. So I feel like that's something that you would expect. But yeah, it definitely is quite pigmented. I'm not very mad at it. Okay, so now we're gonna try out a shimmer shade. From what I can tell, there are a lot of shimmers in here. I don't know if you can see on camera, but there are a lot of shimmers on here. I'm gonna take this gold color right here. I'm just gonna go in with my index finger. Just go boop, boop, boop. Oh, this has a very good weird texture to it, and it's incredibly shimmery. You can probably not see it on camera, but it's really shimmery. Okay, yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to put like a picture because my camera is not focusing. Wow, I'm very pleased. I love it. It's very shimmery. It definitely is doing the job. It's a little chunky, so I'm gonna have to like pat it a little bit so it's nice and smooth. But it's very shimmery. It's very pigmented. I'm very pleased. Definitely, I feel like the shimmer is probably the best one out of these three colors that I've swatched, because it's doing the job. It's incredibly shimmery and it's very pigmented. So if I had to rate this palette personally, if you're gonna get this palette, just be aware the matte colors are very chalky and the shimmer shades are brilliant. They're very shimmery, very pigmented. The packaging is also not bad. So if I had to give this an overall review out of 10, I'd probably give it a solid 7. Like, it's a good price. The packaging is not bad. I'm also still quite stumped that it did not come with the guide which shows you all the colors, but otherwise it's a good palette. It's not very pigmented. I'm still, a little salty about that. But yeah, it's an overall a 7 out of 10. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you all haven't already. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye!